Hello, my name is Mark. Welcome. Thank you for clicking this video. I've been just struggling to think of something to talk about, so I watch a bunch of YouTube videos, try to get ideas, and see what other people are talking about. And then I feel pressured to talk about a certain subject, or take on a certain thought process, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. And I'm going to talk about today. I've been seeing a lot of videos. A lot of guys are struggling. A lot of men, a lot of young men, a lot of middle-aged men struggling with life. And they're miserable. They're very miserable. And that sucks. I want to say something to those men. Women are not supposed to be your mommy. You are looking for your mommy out there, and it's not going to work. Women should be motherly, right? They should have that motherly instinct. But I think what happened with my generation, I can speak for my generation. I don't really know what's going on with the younger one. I would imagine that a lot of generations are the same, starting with the boomers, going from boomers on down to millennials and then to Gen Z. I think living in this industry has been kind of living for industry, where you have to work to pay the bills, and we don't have a culture really other than pop culture. And in that culture, I think that the boys were babied, and spoiled by the women in the family. And I think that men, boys or whatever, are not prepared for life with that spoiling. It doesn't prepare them for the harshness of reality that not every girl, you're not entitled to every girl or woman out there. You're not entitled to just be unconditionally loved right away from somebody that you're interested in, some girl that you're interested in. And it's a sad thing, It takes work. It takes work to learn how women's brains operate, and to learn how to get what you want from them. I don't know how else to say this, but I think a woman wants stability. A woman wants somebody who can make their own decisions. And if you're constantly just thinking that women aren't interested in you, you're not good enough, you don't have what it takes, you don't have what they want, they can feel that. Everybody can feel that energy from you, and then that's the only kind of YouTube videos you're going to make are talking about that. It's sad and pathetic. It is sad and pathetic, and you have to change. You have to change if you want to make things right. Because it seems like you're very sad about not having women and about not being able to get the attention of women, because you constantly talk about it. So it seems like maybe having a woman would make you happy. Maybe you could have a better life. You could feel better about yourself, and not project this hatred out to everybody, project the hatred out to society and to women. And it's not women's fault that you are the way you are. Maybe the way you were raised, I don't know. Possibly the way you were raised. I think I was probably spoiled also in this generation. I'm not exempt from this, because I remember finding it hard to relate to girls growing up. Like I was kind of scared to tell them that I was into them or I had a crush on them or whatever. I had trouble figuring out how to ask them on a date or something. I went through that as well, and I learned just by trial and error, and that's how you learn. That's how you figure out girls and women, is by trial and error. You have to just keep putting yourself out there, and then getting made fun of, getting talked about behind your back. That's part of it. That's part of the path of learning what a woman wants, because they can see the weakness. They can see it on you. They know. Why? Because they have evolved to know these things, because they need to protect their families, their potential family, or whoever the potential mate will be, the man that will be the father of their children, or the protector of their family, the leader, the decision maker. And young girl, from a very young age, they kind of already can sense that about a man, about a boy or a male. Some of them can sense that this guy doesn't have what it takes, based on your energy. If you have this desperate energy, then they're gonna push you away. They're gonna look elsewhere, And a lot of guys that I've seen online making these videos talk about they're ugly. Women don't want them because they're ugly, or they're not tall enough, or whatever, right? I don't think that's the case, And I say this based on my countless studies, observations made throughout the 41 years of my life, the observations that I have made. I've seen the ugliest guys you can imagine with some of the hottest girls. And you're just thinking, like, what? How does this make sense, right? It makes sense because that guy provided something other than, physical appearance. He provided something to this woman that she didn't get elsewhere. And maybe it's just simply that he went up and talked to her and asked her out. And that was bold of him, and she saw that boldness and she was impressed by that. And, you can't have this desperate energy, and once again, I'll reiterate, women are not supposed to be your mommy. I'm sorry that mommy spoiled you, she smothered you, or she's smothering you currently. You need to get away from her. Once you become an adult, you need to go away from your mother and find a woman, if that's what you're into. If that's what's making you sad and lonely, is that you don't have a woman. Just know, don't expect the woman to provide all of your emotional needs. It's not going to work out for you. You got to be tougher than that. You got to be stronger. And I've been seeing these videos. These guys are like, yeah, people say just be tougher and stronger, Yeah, you have to be tougher and you have to be stronger. And you have to stop being so sensitive and emotional. That's not a trait that women ask for in a man. Okay? Sharing all of your your worst thoughts with a woman, you're chipping away at the relationship. You're chipping away at this woman's confidence in you. So stop doing that, right? Stop doing it. I remember a time when men didn't air out all their bullshit to the world. Marty Hart, True Detective Season 1. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you later. I hope this video helps somebody to become more of, to become the person that can be on the path to happiness, the path of fulfillment. I hope this reaches somebody, and it's just one more little step towards. Maybe, I want to give you a digital hand into the future, into the future you. It's going to be great. I'm going to try to keep making videos like this where, I want to encourage you. I want to inspire you. I want you to know that it's okay. to not have it all figured out, but that you can figure it out, but you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to stop being, expecting things from people, expecting them to fulfill your every emotional need. What about you? What are you going to fulfill for them? How are you going to be of service to this person that you are interested in? What are you bringing to the table? What can you provide in the form of confidence, in the form of decision making, in the form of not needing too much? All right. God bless everybody. I hope this helps. I hope that I don't sound like a complete moron, complete fool. I'm trying my best to think of answers for the problems in society today, because these are dark times we're living through, and I know that we are all suffering and we're hurting in different ways. And I want to help to put an end to the suffering in the best way that I can. All right, until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody.